Live. We're here and we're we're here and we're no, you can't do that. You cannot do that. Did it do the auto start? It did the auto start. Let's see, is it actually working today or is it just doing its own thing? It's just doing its own. Whatever. YouTube just does its own thing. Live. We're starting with you or without you. Yo, I need like 3-4 minutes and I'll be right back. I've been super productive this morning. I'm just a few minutes behind. So you just give me a minute. Just hang out there and I'll be right back. The stream's up. They start in 10 minutes or so, maybe even later. But I will be right back. Good morning. All aboard. I love that I can just scream and shit. All aboard. Scream as loud as I want. I mean, hopefully they don't call the cops so like think something's happening and shit. All right. Okay, man. Good morning. How you guys doing? Let's get set up over here. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm back another day. Pretty crazy day yesterday with the audio. This morning we have more audio coming out. Let me a little out of breath here. Put my volume up. You can hear me better. Still gotta fix the mic. Let me hold on. I want to get even oh damn. Well, it's better, but I gotta work on. No, there's because of the door. I'll have to figure that out. There's still more lighting. It's still uneven. It's been a whole ordeal. All right, so we got to figure out the door. Anyway, man, good morning, guys. Welcome. Thank you for coming by. Let me pull up these links ready.
Wachula, Florida.
Yesterday was crazy. Join WebEx. Let's see. Yesterday was pretty crazy. With the audio, Dad. On the break, when we get a little break, Amy sent me some news clips. So for the people that missed yesterday, or you just want to recap, there's a couple of short clips we can watch as well and recap a little bit of what happened yesterday. Okay, I'm joining right now. Okay, we're in there. And so just don't mind the ladder. I was doing stuff this morning. Just be patient with me as we get everything together. Gyps. Oh, that was yesterday. Let's see here. I want to try to stay on track with the super chats too. Jay Nate, thank you so much for the super chat. Says buying you a shot for when your detox is over. Donating myself. I might have a drink this weekend. I'm supposed to go out on Sunday. Gonna meet somebody. So I think Sunday I might have a little drink, but yeah, for the most part I'm detoxing because I want to be like good, full functioning, like fully there, for the trial, the 8 hours or whatever we're streaming. Want to make sure I sleep good because you don't sleep as good. Depending on how much you drink, you don't sleep as good. And I just noticed personally, I have like a whole bunch of energy when I detox, and like it teaches you discipline. I just love doing it. It's fun to do it sometimes. But yesterday you don't know how bad I wanted. I thought about getting some wine. Roro, happy birthday! Happy birthday! I think Sunday I'm gonna do sushi. I think. Cherry, thank you so much for the for gifting. Oh, five memberships. Amazing. It's amazing. I'm happy with the new curtains, but now I had a feeling the door was going to be a problem, and apparently it is. We're getting there, but slowly. I feel like everything in this place has been like a thing. French door pound. Let me see the news clips that they sent us yesterday to. Good morning. Good morning. How do I detox? I just completely abstain from alcohol. Abstain from alcohol, and I usually try to get some good sleep, and I'll try to cut out junk food. I haven't had this week. I mean, it's only, what is it, Tuesday, Wednesday? Right on the week, and I've been just like avoiding junk food. And like last night I went to sleep early. I went to sleep I think like 10:30, close to 11. I put my phone on silent, not waking me up unless it's a chase. Slept really good, woke up early, like I think earlier than usual. I usually wake up at 7, woke up at 6:30, woke up like pretty energized, got a lot done this morning. I'm just more productive too. I feel like I'm more lazy. Even having like a casual drinks here and there, you just get lazy, man. Casey said it's whatever, Mel, according to Letecia. She's just like, whatever. This chick is just gliding over important details. Like, whatever. Yeah. Yada, yada. I meant to watch that. Well, JM says I'm a recovering alcoholic. Well, good. I mean, I hope you hang in there. And if you ever do, I don't know, relapse or whatever, I always think it's just important just to get back up and keep going. That's it. No matter how many times, whatever, just get back up and whatever. Don't get caught up in that. Let me fix this here. I got a cup of coffee going too. Once the screens are up, I'll do the custom thing we did yesterday. I don't know what's going on with this. Oh, that's why it's doing that. Let me see. Window capture. Okay, yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Whatever, yada yada. There's the judge. Sunny, California. I finally watched Johnny Depp trial. It was amazing. Thanks. Oh, thank you. Thanks for watching. Oh, 2 years sober. Amazing.
Good to go. All right. You good, Jessica? All right. Court will call 20 CR 1358, People versus Letecia Stauch. Record should reflect the jury is not present in the courtroom. I've received a question from one of the jurors that is directed to me, and I will read it to the lawyers. You can think about a response, but it says, I have observed the defendant think it's mouthing. I have observed the defendant mouthing occasional words or physical gestures like agreeing or disagreeing. Do we ignore this behavior? My initial thought, and I've had this question come up before in various different cases, and my initial thought is to tell them that the only evidence that they are to consider is the evidence that comes from the witness stand. We don't have to answer it right away, so you can think about it or tell me what your thoughts are now.
Well, I do want to think about it more, but my initial impression is that I actually don't think that's 100% accurate. I think observations of what's happening.
Okay, Mr. Tellini?
And I'm just, again, I know, this is just off the top of my head. I know there is case law regarding like forced medication of people with insanity pleas, and part of the reasoning against it is because the observations by the jury of the defendant can be important for that determination. And so if I could just have over lunch to look at it.
Oh yeah, no.
Because like I said, I think that observations of the defendant may be something that I don't want to issue something. I just want to do some research on that.
And I think that's fair. I've had this issue come up before with probably a half a dozen times, and because of various different behaviors of defendants at various different times. And I've not had a question about it. I did have an attorney one time ask me to give an instruction that it is something that they can consider, and I denied doing that, and I was upheld on that. But it's something to think about. I don't think it's anything that we have to give an answer to right now. So, then where are we starting this morning, Mr. Allen?
We're just picking back up with Mr. Stauch and
The audio.
listening to those phone calls.
Yeah.
That we talked
Okay,
about yesterday.
so we're going to finish the phone calls before you call the other people that you
Yeah.
had discussed yesterday. Okay, that's fine. Ms. Gratiano,
There are a number of stipulations that I'd like.
go ahead.
Parties have stipulated to include admission of evidence sent from Florida via fax to El Paso.
Oh, all right. Okay,
As well as GPS data from a budget van rental. that is stipulated by the parties, including AT&T record custodian for all relevant AT&T.
So it's not just some AT&T, it's all AT&T.
That stipulated all relevant AT&T phones.
Okay.
Particular numbers.
Okay.
Damn, she looked like that.
Additionally, Verizon records, custodian of all relevant Verizon phones. Parties have stipulated to those numbers and the records that are associated with them.
All right.
Who's that monster that comes to the TV? That movie, that creepy. She looked like that lady.
As well as American Express financial records.
What's that movie?
Records.
Damn.
SAA. So the particular stipulations between the parties. I will also put on the record, Your Honor, that the PD did file notice of self-authenticating that.
The Ring. Yeah. She's looking. Oof. Jesus. About to crawl out my monitor and shit. Was
Okay.
it good?
And I assume that
She looks like every fake ghost.
when we get to whatever exhibit numbers those have to deal with, it's going to be, we're still going to go through the same foundational elements for admission of those exhibits. And then it will just be that this part is, sounds like what you're really stipulating to is records custodian type issues. And so, but you still have to lay the foundation for that it is a business record or something like that. Do I have that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And Mr. Tellini, do you agree?
I do.
Okay. So we'll take these up, I guess, as they, looks like it's primarily going to relate to phones and phone messages. So we'll take these up as we get to the exhibits and deal with it then, I suppose. Is there anything else that we need to address at this point in time? Prosecution?
Yeah, Judge, thank you. You had asked us to give you heads up when we're going to get to some sensitive photos.
Yeah.
When we get to Detective Yoder and Macon Ponder, there will be some photos of the discovery of the suitcase in Florida, which will also include some photos of Gannon's remains, just so you're aware.
So that's Detective Yoder and what was the other one?
And then Macon Ponder.
Macon Ponder?
That's right.
Is that going to be today?
Those are the two people that we anticipate, depending on how long Mr. Stauch takes today, that we would get to at some point.
Oh, these are the two people from Florida.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay. Okay. All right. Is there anything else that we need to address? Prosecution?
No, Your
Honor. Defense?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's go ahead and bring the jury in. Yeah, we're good. The lectern's on, but all the other ones are off. Right.
All right. Got my coffee. Subscriber got me this cup. Rise and shine. All right, so we're starting our calls. Thank you so much. Diggs, I forgot your super chat yesterday. I have a zoo full of kids. If you're killing yours, I'm judging. That was in the conversation that we talked about last stream yesterday. This crazy story about this grandmother that was taking care of her grandkids, and two of the kids died in her care.
All rise for the jury, please.
One drowned accidentally, and one she left in a hot car by accident. So 2 deaths now. The parents are pissed. Crazy story. Weird story. Thank you for the 12-month membership, Nancy Cruz. Greetings from Puerto Rico. Nice. I've been there twice, many when I was a kid. I remember I used to go to like the mountain areas. Laura, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, Nora, you're the best and curious. How did you get the body?
Thank you. You may all be seated.
What, you're the best and curious. How did you get the body?
Court will recall 20 CR
Get
1358,
to Florida. I
People
didn't
versus
hear that.
Letecia Stauch. Record should reflect the jury has returned to the courtroom. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me.
We'll talk about that in the break.
We're going to start the day the same way that we did yesterday, and that is with the same question. Has anything occurred since we were last together that causes any of you to believe you could not continue to serve as a fair and impartial juror in this case? If so, please raise your hand. No response. All right. Yesterday, when we took our break, we were in the midst of some recorded phone calls. I think that's where we're resuming today with that. Mr. Allen?
Judge, I assume that we should probably bring Mr. Stauch back up and then start the next call, and then he can step back down again, if that's okay with you.
They've all been admitted. It's up to you. If
you're fine with me just playing it, we can just jump into it.
If there are different voices that he has to identify, then maybe you need his testimony. If not, it's up to you.
Okay, well, let's just jump into it. So this will be, just for record purposes, People's Exhibit number 36, which is another recorded phone call from February 15th, 2020 at 10:58 a.m.
All right. Thank you.
Go for it. Hello.
Hey.
Hey, what's wrong?
Tired of crying.
Huh?
I'm tired of crying.
Well, happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Where's Lena?
Lena's at school right now. So. Why, what's up?
I can't ask you where our kids are at.
Yeah, I think that's a fair question. Where's Harley at?
She had to go to the doctor last night because I have a bad chest pain and the recruiter, she was 12 pounds underweight.
What hospital did she go to?
Because the door could be listening and know where we're at.
Tisha, I mean,
No, I don't know. You talk crap about me. You treated me wrong.
where did I talk crap about you? I haven't said nothing to nobody.
Charleston, your school, posting all this stuff, messages you sent them how horrible of a person I was.
When did these messages come from? Years ago, maybe? I mean,
Don't know when.
but you know what?
Posted them to everybody.
But what have I always said about social media? I don't give a crap what people say. People are just looking for a headline, okay?
I'm tired of doing this, Albert. You should have talked to me about all the other stuff. I'm not.
Oh, what other stuff, Tisha?
I've asked you for help. I said, hey, me and Harley needed something. I've asked you for help. You turned me down. You know good and well. Anytime you've ever needed help, I've been there for you.
Tisha, let's walk back through this now. Just to be straight up, okay? You took over $2,000 out of the bank account at the beginning of the month, and I didn't say a word to you about it, okay? All right, that's like 1/3 of what I get every month. So you got 1/3 of my monthly income. All right, so that being said, I've also offered help and safety and teamwork the whole time, and you guys decided to, step out on your own. And I haven't bothered you, but I've never looked back in there. I've never told you no for anything. And I've been.
Well, first of all, I didn't pay $2,000. It was $1,500 because I had to have a place to stay. When I kept begging you and asking you that people should not have been in the home.
Okay, well, hold on.
It should have been nobody but your family.
You're right.
My family
Oh.
in your home.
Okay, I understand your opinion. So I want to clarify because you took, however much, I'm not going to fight over the dollar amount. You took over $1,500 in that one lump sum, not to mention the other ones, but that one lump sum you did take $1,500 and some dollars, and you can't get. But you've told me from like almost the first minute you don't have a place to stay. So do you or don't you?
It cost $125 a night for a hotel, and then I had to pay a pet fee. Add that up, how many nights I get. Plus, we had to have food. We didn't have a way around. We had to Uber. Add that up.
Were you Ubering yesterday when we were talking? Because I heard you get in and out of a car. I'm just trying to piece all this together, Tisha. I don't know what's going on. I've heard so many stories here. I'm just trying to, as I've always said, I'm just trying to find the truth, and I keep getting a different version of it.
There's this old guy that stays at the hotel. He has an old white car, and he let me drive it to the store. Do you know how bad it is for me to ask somebody to drive their car to the store?
And in this effort to help you that I've been trying to do, you won't tell me where you're staying.
Because you're not on my side.
But you're not.
You're on my side if you're talking crap about me. You're not on my side if I call you and I try to talk to you, and you can't talk to me for being around other people. That's not my side.
But you got to understand what I'm going through. I don't know what the hell's going on minute to minute. I don't know who's on whose side. All I'm focused on is Gannon. And I don't want obviously people, you see it on the social media, people are not happy with you. I don't know why. I don't know what reason they have or don't have. But I can't sit here and be talking to you, my wife, in front of all these other people and then, go through all the cussing and yelling and screaming and the drama. So I'm trying to respect you as well. And I need that in return. I need you to respect me too. And that, but no.
I've been talking crap about you.
Okay, I've heard that you have not really said anything about me per se directly. Okay, but you did release some of those documents, or however they got out there. They're out there. Okay, but what I need you to do, you talk about respect. That's one of the most important things to me in my life is you respecting me, and you can respect me with the truth. And that's the bottom line. We have options to work through all this other stuff, all this other drama that's going on, but the truth is really at the options don't come into play until I get the truth. Okay. That's absolutely. And I know you're not going to like this, but that's a line in the sand that I'm not crossing. Okay.
You already kicked me off my own car insurance and wouldn't even tell me.
That's not true.
My car, you kicked
That's not true.
me off of there.
That's not true, Tisha. You got an email. You got email notification the same minute I did, so you got notified. Absolutely.
Why did you not talk to me about this?
Well, on February 8th, I didn't get any kind of confirmation that 2 of my vehicles were deleted, and there's no one else that has access but you. Okay, so you tell me what the truth is.
They were all getting put in storage. So if it was done wrong, then that wasn't on purpose.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not the insurance is not a point of argument to me. You have every right to call them back and put just like I did.
No. I tried. They said to me, you have me listed as ex-spouse, so I had to be on a separate policy.
Well, exactly. Okay, because that's where we're at right now. That's the line in the sand. Okay, the line in the sand is we have a gap between us right now. Okay, absolutely. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it because I don't sugarcoat it with you. Okay, we have a gap between us. You can put a label on it however you want to, but that gap there's no closing that gap. There's no initiating options or anything until we get to the truth. And I really feel deep down in my heart that we can work on this together. We do have options, but I think your list you sent to me is a great starting place. I think that is excellent that you're willing to at least talk about what options we have.
Did you talk to an attorney?
Huh?
Did you talk to an attorney and file for divorce?
I have not filed anything yet. And the fact that I'll tell you the answer to that, okay? But the fact that you are reaching out to me like that, the way you did, say, like, did you go to this attorney and file this? That means you don't trust me. You don't have respect for me, and you got somebody watching me. Tell me the truth.
Well, I did, and someone told me.
Who told you?
Do you not think it's all online in the social media that you told someone that and someone posted it?
Who posted it? Because I haven't told anybody anything about that.
Well, It's online, just like it's online about some girl talking drunk about her best friend, and she's best friends with your sister, and that's what she said. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but once again, I'm.
Out there.
Well, yeah, you're right. I fully agree with you. Once again, that's why I've told you forever that I don't get into that crap, because it's just you're getting torn every direction by people's stupidity. Okay. So, anyways, let's not worry about that. About how you know what you know. Okay.
Go ahead. The basic thing is, I reached out to that lady. She doesn't write me back. This is how I've been treated. I've been treated like a criminal when I told them exactly that Gannon left with someone.
Which lady? What lady are you talking about? The Amber lady?
No, Bethel, because she's the lead investigator.
That's the blonde lady from Starbucks. The blonde lady from Starbucks.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
The lead investigator.
Okay. All right. I got you. Well, I mean,
In contact with her.
not since that first day. I mean, that first day when I told you I met with Mark for like, I don't know, 6-7 hours, and then she jumped in for like 20-30 minutes, or whatever that night, the day I got there, that Tuesday. Since then, and since we met her, and then she asked me a few questions, I really haven't had any interaction with her. So I've been dealing only with Mark. He's been my.
Why did you leave that day and not talk to me and go on my call?
Leave what day?
When you first talked to them that night and you were going to pick up people from the airport, why did you leave and not talk to me?
I'll give you the straight up honest truth right now, because at that point in the situation, and we're at the same point now, unfortunately, 3 weeks later, at that point, I was not getting the whole truth. Okay. And I'm not going to argue with you about that, because that's absolutely spot on. Okay.
From me, you leave from me, everything's fine, and you just happen to get there, and then you feel like you're not getting the truth.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because there were some things that I was looking into on my own, which I've basically been doing for 3 weeks now, trying to sort through this on my own, that weren't making sense and weren't adding up. Okay. And just like where we're at now, yesterday, thank you for talking so long and walking me through your timeline. But even yesterday when we were talking, a lot of it wasn't adding up, and it still isn't. Like, there's 3 or 4 different versions of the Mexican guy now.
Oh.
He's Uncle Matt. First he was Mexican or whatever. I'm not.
I said he asked me, did he know Uncle Matt?
Yeah.
I said he was Uncle Matt.
Fine. And I'm not arguing about that. I'm just telling you, these are red flags. You know how I am. When I see red flags, you got to convince me that the truth is what it is. Okay. So I'm sitting here last night on my bed freaking out, because I don't know, I feel like some of that was the truth, but then some of it still was, a different version of the same story again. So what I really want to get to.
Ask me, did I kill Gannon? That hurt.
It hurt me to ask it, because you're my wife, and first thing I started with today was Happy Valentine's Day. That should tell you how I feel about you. Okay. But
I need you to be here with me, support it.
I am. I'm right. I'm right here. I'm right here.
I'm begging you. If they give me immunity, I will help.
Okay, but here.
But I can't get in trouble.
Immunity.
Okay. Well, that's why I'm here. I'm trying to I'm not. You have the legal background. Okay, I don't have that knowledge. All I have is my recruiting time and the other stuff I've done. So you need to help me understand what you're trying to get. I don't understand what that means.
Immunity, okay? Do you know what immunity is?
Other than what I've seen on TV shows, I don't know. I need you to help me. That's what I'm trying to. Help me to get you to that point. Hello?
Immunity is they're going to grant, I'm a judge, that I would not be charged anything in this, because I didn't have anything to do with it. The only time that I will testify, and I will give them the information of who I've given, and I will testify against them.
Okay. So you're saying, so I'm going to walk back through this so I understand clearly what you're saying. So there's no ambiguity or unknowns here. So you're saying you somehow know where Gannon is, or who has him, or how he got him, or something like that?
See, that's why you're not gonna put words in my mouth.
I'm trying to understand, Tisha. Explain to me, okay? Walk me through it so I understand what you're saying. No, why would I record you? This is me and you. I mean, why would I say Happy Valentine's Day on a recording? That's something personal between us.
Oh shit.
It's just you and me on this phone call and in your room.
Absolutely.
Oh. Oh. Well,
Okay.
Immunity is where I'm telling you, I told you the truth about who took Gannon. There's more details about how that went on. There's more details that I can't discuss that would incriminate myself because they're going to say, why did you say this? But he has all our information. He was threatening to go to work and get massaged and have these people go there. If I said anything in the meeting with the cops, I was late to the meeting. But I need immunity.
bruh.
So you.
I get to.
So why? What I don't understand is why, babe. Why is this not something you would tell me from the get go? I just.
Everything. They were going to kill my daughter. They were going to kill me. They knew where you were at. Everybody. They would do everything.
Yeah, but Tisha, look at what you. But look at what you just said.
You don't like. You like the guys I say that's all.
But Tisha,
What?
I'm trying to understand.
The only thing is surprising you. I need immunity, please.
If you were. No, why would I record you? What I'm trying to figure out is why your first thought, your first thought is what they may do to you and Harley, but something was already done to Gannon and we're not worried about that. That should be the priority.
They should have been Harley. It was also Lena. She was there too.
So the guy was there and was threatening you in the moment?
The guy was there when the police was there.
The guy was still there when the police searched the home?
Yes!
Where was he at? Where was he at when they searched our house?
Can't tell anything until I get immunity.
Well, babe, I can't promise you immunity. I can't give that to you. But
You can ask.
Yes, I can reach out to Mark and let him know that's what you're looking for and that you're willing to work with somebody. And you can also tell, what's her name again? Bethel. You can tell Bethel. Just saying.
Sir, she won't like that.
Okay, but you got you.
They're going to treat me like a criminal. No, I'm not a criminal. I don't kill people.
Bruh.
Okay, I never said you did. You're tired of what?
I get that. I had got it yesterday from him. Yesterday I got a message.
Well, did you send that to anybody?
What?
Where's the message? Can you send me the message so I can see it? Just if you email it to me or email it or text it to me so I can see it.
I need immunity. They're going to try to incriminate me.
Tisha, Tisha, who is this? Who is the person? Do I know this guy?
Do you understand?
Is he there? Is he there with you? What?
Listen to me. He told us to get a big reward now. I'll get back and get a big reward. I can't.
Wow, bro.
So I heard there's a reward coming out. That somebody said that the neighborhood's trying to do a reward.
You and Mike.
So but what happened with the bike situation? I don't think we ever.
You don't get immunity.
Okay, well, I told you I cannot promise that. Okay, that's not something I can promise you. I can promise you help or, whatever, but I can't promise immunity. That's something that the investigators got to reach back out to you.
They're on your side, and this is where you can go to them, and you can say, I know, my wife wants to know. She is breaking down, and she is telling the truth.
Yes, I can advocate for you. I can give an opinion, but but listen, what I don't understand is you're treating me like the prosecutor here. Okay, you're treating me like I'm in court or the law, not like I'm our son's father. Okay,
If
but
you get out there and you actually do it, I genuinely don't know. I can't even go anywhere because they think I'm going to tell. They release the reward. They're not going to do anything. They're not going to stop me. They're not going to stop
Wow.
It's over.
I do too. But these.
Okay? I promise. Please, what can I do? Please, what can I do?
Here's what I need you to do for me. Okay, I understand and I respect that you don't feel safe telling me certain things. Okay, I'm not going to press you on certain things, but I need to know something about my son. I need to know something about Gannon. Do you know if he's safe? Do you know? I mean, I asked you some questions yesterday, and I had to ask those questions because that's been on my mind since day one. But is he safe? Where is he at? Do you have anything?
And if I kill Gannon, really?
Yes, I had to ask that because there was. Well, I would never not tell you the truth over and over and over again. So.
It's someone. Your life, everybody else's life. You're terrified. You don't know what to do. You're scared of yourself. You don't know how you would act.
Tisha.
Because people are going to say, why did you do this? Why did you do that?
Listen. What about the? What about this? I'm trying to think of any way to cue the police to offer you immunity if they can. Okay, I'm trying to find a way to get them alerted to you might have some information. What if you told me just one key thing and I just called in on the tip line or something? No, but no, because it'll be anonymous.
Yo,
but they won't ever know because I'll do it. I'll be just some man calling in an anonymous tip. And I mean, the key here is to get Gannon in the investigation and then protect you if they're able. But why won't they? Who is they? Why won't they budge? What is it about the money that's the key?
Just they keep asking. I got messages before. We're going to be on board. You better not say anything. I know you got to that. They got my mom. I
Tisha, listen. Despite how this is gone, you know for a fact you could always trust me, okay? I know you may be worried about your name getting out there from this information. I don't want anything to do with the media. I don't want anything to do with Facebook or social media or anything, okay? You know, because I've absolutely been off of that. That's why I'm saying I can give the anonymous tip if you just tell me something that'll help in the investigation, okay? That's the no.
The police came.
Okay.
The police came. He was in the house.
Where was he at in the house?
I didn't know at the time. I thought they were going to find him because the guy was like, can we please search the house? And I said, sure.
Okay.
Terrified, which is why I sent Lena and Harley to Dollar Store and all these places because I thought Gannon was hiding too. I thought he was hiding.
Okay, so you thought so the guy was in the house and you thought Gannon was hiding, so he hadn't taken Gannon yet at that point?
No.
Okay, all right. Well, that's huge. That's huge because now we can look at different camera time frames and all that, and we can look at different angles.
Sure, thank you.
Okay, that's huge that he was still in the house, and so that would have been police got there at what, like?
Like that. I'm not making this up.
I'm not. No, I know. I'm trying to sort through this again. I'm trying to get you to this point to where
Anymore because they'll try to get me, incriminate me for this. I need immunity.
I think they give it to you because this is big that he was there and they missed it. Because then they're gonna want to cover their shit for not finding him. I can't hear you. What?
I tried. I even put it in the car. I put it in my room where we store stuff. I tried.
You did what? You did what? Oh, you said you said what? What did you do?
I tried to point to the cops and hey, check this area. Hey, check this area. I was even trying to show them any other extra areas that I saw. I said I didn't know if Gannon was with him or I didn't know if Gannon was still fighting. I didn't know at that point.
Okay, but then you figured out. How'd you figure out he wasn't by himself?
I'm not telling anything else until I get immunity.
Well, I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to put all this together. You said you pointed them in the direction, but where in the storage room were you?
Directions. I said I was just giving all the big areas of the house.
I got you. So you told them storage room?
I walked to the storage room when the guy was in there. I was trying to tell him, hey, check behind boxes and all this stuff.
Okay, so
Damn. I didn't want to make it big. Yeah, they were hurting before the cops hurt him.
okay, so what happened next? So the cops searched and missed it, or what? Tell me what. I'm trying to figure out what happened now. What you're telling me, okay? What happened after they didn't find him?
I'm not saying anything else. I was just trying to plot this whole thing.
No, I'm trying to get some key breaking information that I can give an anonymous tip, like I told you. Okay, that's what I want to do. That's how.
Never mind. You're not trying to help.
I am trying.
He's not trying to help. No, he's not. He's not trying to help.
I am. So what you said was Gannon. You thought Gannon was hiding. Is that right?
I didn't know if he was hiding with the guy had him or if he was hiding by himself. I was scared to keep. If I would have left him a note, they're like, please check out. He's fine. I didn't know it went out the back door. I didn't know where he was at the time. I know he was there. I thought they were gone. And after I waited for 4 hours, kept walking, checking myself, I realized
Bruh.
I couldn't go back and get to the car because the car was in there. I hate myself. And I couldn't get your big gun to work.
So let me back up. So when you let the cops in the door, wherever you last saw Gannon, you left him somewhere, or you thought he was safe?
Yeah.
Like you thought he was safe hiding, or you thought he was with the other person, or what?
I woke up, Albert, and I hit my head. I didn't know what it was. I already told you this part. I waited. I was like, I thought was hiding somewhere in the house, scared to come out. Just thinking when the police got there, he would come out. Even when I called for him, I thought maybe he was out of the police.
Do you think he might have crawled in one of the totes or something, or maybe the box? Because
well, he was doing.
The guy or Gannon?
We're back. We're back.
Just trying to get your gun.
You guys there? The connection dropped for a second. You there?
But so you said my gun? You trying to get my gun to work? Tisha, calm down for a second. You said try to get my gun to work. I thought the guy had my gun. Oh, that one. Okay. So you put Harley and Lena in our room? Tisha, is that what you said? You put. So you already had the assault rifle out of the closet at this point, and you.
I just couldn't get it to work.
Okay, I know you always had trouble getting that thing to pull it back and get it loaded and all that, so that makes sense. So,
I'm not going any further.
you're not going what?
Are we here, guys?
How is this, what is key about this that I can call an anonymous tip that helps me find Gannon?
You can call in and get the immunity. I can give you the guys the ID. I can ID him in a lineup. I can give you his name.
Come on.
Tisha, you know I can't promise you anything. I'm not the police or the judge. I can't promise you immunity. I can put you in contact with them, and I've done that.
Please call me back, please. Please call me back.
I will. I'll get as soon as we get done talking in a little while. I'll get on the phone with Mark and tell him to tell that lady to call you back and quit stalling or whatever she's doing. I don't know what the hell's going on, but Mark will get on it. He's always been.
Guys, you can call me and tell me. I will ID him. I will shave him. He lied about his name. I found a piece of paper. And I saw the ID. We were trying to get the bike.
Right. Tisha, listen, I there's something that I can you can give me that can help fix this right now, okay? I don't know if you're willing to. I hope you are, but if you give me the name of the person, if I know this person, that I can fix it right now, okay? I guarantee you I can. Yeah, I'm not gonna I can't. Looking for to protect you. I can promise you that. Tisha, I can't promise you that. I know they will work with you, okay? I know they will. I just need the person's name so I can get Mark and tell them to go find this person.
I hear people in the background.
There's nobody here. I just need to know
Wow.
this person's name because
Wow.
if it's Travis or somebody related to Chance or somebody. Is it Travis? Because I know you said he was abusive.
They're gonna try.
What happened? Oh, is it my connection? Oh, no. I need to reset the modem. There it is.
To me. I hear.
Nobody. That's me texting Mark right now to tell him to get Bethel to call you.
I hear somebody hollering.
Nobody's crying or hollering. Just like the other day when you said that, nobody's here. I'm standing here trying to figure this out and get a name.
She broke the internet.
Where's everybody else at?
What? Like Uncle Jeff? He's getting on a plane and Landon and Aunt Veronica. They hit the road back to Dallas, and I think they're going to take Landon for the weekend because it's a 4-day weekend. So I'm here by myself, like I told you. They're getting Lena after lunch because she had a little lunch program going on. Okay, but that only matters if we can get this ball rolling. You could tell me this name, and then you can reach out to the police for immunity or help or whatever they can offer you. Okay.
Telling anything so I get immunity. They're not tricking me. They
That's-
took everything I have. These people know where I'm at. They're in a gang. I will
What kind of gang are they in?
I don't know.
Oh, Tisha. Well, what happened that ruined that? I know that's another part I don't understand.
This baby really has a
Is what?
This baby really has a bite.
Tisha, so this guy, I know you're trying not to tell me his name, but after the police left, remind me, I don't remember. I know Harley and Lena went out to look. Did you go look for Gannon? Or you knew the guy was in there, or you didn't, or what did you do after the police left? Tisha, did this guy kill Gannon? Did he kill him in the house, or did he kill him or hurt him? What happened? It's my son, and I need to know this. No, Tisha, not you. I'm not you. I trust you. I asked you that yesterday, and I trust what you're saying. I asked you, did this guy hurt Gannon, or did he kill Gannon in the house, or do you know if he killed Gannon or not?
Unity.
Tisha, I've explained to you, I can't give you immunity. I'm your husband. I'm not the police or the judge.
I'll be back when you can figure out and I can grant the immunity because this dude ain't gonna stop. He's gonna keep going, and he's crazy.
Tisha, there's only one way for this to stop, and that's for me to get the information to them, okay, through an anonymous tip, like I said. But I don't have any information to give them. Did this?
Because I'm trying to tell you, hey, this person,
Yeah, and Tisha, I'm trying to fight for you here, okay? I made it clear I don't have the power to give you immunity. I have the power to help you.
Call me back whenever you can.
Tisha, they're not gonna listen to me, okay? They're absolutely gonna call me foolish. I am trying to help you. They're gonna look at me like a fool. Tisha.
Bruh.
I can't hear you.
You're not helping me, Albert.
I'm trying to.
Someone killed somebody. I don't know if anyone killed anyone.
What then what do you know? What's the guy's name? I gotta know the guy's name, Tisha. Okay, I'm trying to help you, but you're not freaking letting me help you, okay? All right, shut up. Well,
Bro, that chick was freaking out. Sorry about the internet, man. I'm going to have to reset the modem every morning.
So we would just want to have Mr. Stout come back on the stand and ask him some follow-up questions, Judge.
Okay, all right.
We almost had 5,000 people in here. And then the internet started acting up. It's crazy.
Good morning, Mr. Stout. How are you doing today?
Morning.
So at the very beginning of that call, you told the defendant Happy Valentine's Day. Did this call actually occur on Valentine's Day?
I believe so. If
Every
I would
morning.
have said that, I don't know the date you quoted when we started, but
Okay. The date of the call was February 14th
Okay.
of 2020.
so absolutely then.
There's a question in that beginning portion where the defendant was asking you questions about where you were and where Lena was, and then you responded with, "Where's Harley?" Similar to the phone call that we talked about yesterday, at this time of this call, did you know where the defendant was anywhere?
I did not, nor did I know where Harley was.
When the defendant started making statements about the guy was in the house when the police came, in your mind, was she referencing when the police first responded to your house at 6627 Mandan Drive?
That's what I assumed she was referring to, yes.
Did you have any independent knowledge of them finding a man in the house when they responded on that day?
I did not, no, sir.
You, in that phone call, you also pressed multiple times for getting names or trying to figure out a way to identify a guy that she's talking about at the beginning. Did she ever give you a name or any identifying features of this person?
Not in that phone call. No, sir.
And then later on in the phone call, it changes into there's a gang that's involved. Did she give you any idea of who this gang might be?
I don't remember ever getting that information, no, sir.
Ever?
I don't believe so.
Okay. In a big chunk of that phone call, obviously no way to know because you're not in the same room with the defendant, but did it sound like the defendant was crying to you?
Based on previous experience with her, there was times when I assumed yes, she was crying, and there was times where I assumed it was fake crying as well. Or fake emotions in that phone call, yes.
In that phone call?
In that specific one, yes.
So in your mind, you were thinking that some was potentially real and some was potentially fake?
Yes, sir.
In your mind, did you think that she was trying to manipulate you in the course of the investigation?
Objection calls for speculation. Overruled.
Yes, sir.
One of the questions that you asked the defendant very specifically was whether she knows Gannon is safe. Do you remember that question?
Yes, sir.
Did you ever get an answer from her on that question?
No, sir.
You mentioned in the phone call too about you're going to give information to the detectives so they'll quit stalling. Similar to the phone call yesterday, were you actually with law enforcement when this call occurred
I was.
and they were listening?
Yes, sir.
Was you saying, hoping that they would quit stalling, I guess, was that a tactic to keep her talking?
Absolutely.
Two names that you gave in that phone call were Travis and Chance. Who are those people just in general?
Travis would have been an ex-boyfriend of the defendant, and Chance would have been an ex-husband of the defendant, also Harley's father.
Did you ever have any indication that either one of those two names were involved in Gannon's disappearance?
No, sir. Chance was deceased by that point, and no indication of Travis either at all.
Okay. In relation to that that gang reference, was there ever a gang that was after you and your family?
Not to my knowledge.
And then similar questions to what I asked you yesterday, the sound of the defendant's voice in that phone call, was that consistent with her personality as you knew it?
Absolutely.
In this particular phone call, did she ever change personalities to a different personality?
I was talking to the defendant the entire time.
And so never changed voice inflections or
No,
anything
sir.
like that? Okay, thank you. So Judge, at this time, we would want to move into playing People's Exhibit 37, which is another recorded phone call on February 14, 2020 at 12:08 p.m. This one's roughly 8.5 minutes long.
All right. Mr. Stauch, you can go ahead and step down.
Yes, sir.
We got another call. That previous one was Valentine's Day. We're gonna look at the timeline too. On a little break we get, I'm gonna take you a little bit to the timeline. Make sure you guys hit like too, please.
Hello? I can't hear you. Hello?
I said it's the signal.
Okay, well, what? Because you hung up on me and I'm not really feeling this right now. So what? What do you got for me?
I can't help the service goes in and out.
Fine, whatever.
You were being all nice, caring, listening, everything. Then all of a sudden you started being hateful.
Yeah, because you got information I need for my son that everybody needs to get this boy back. Okay?
You just, okay, Okay, so now you're saying I got information, but then just a minute ago you told me I made it up and it was a figment of my imagination.
Okay, so it's on you to pick which one it is. It's not on me to sort through it. It's on you to tell me the truth or keep feeding me bullshit.
Beginning. Listen to me.
Yes. No. Let's start over. Let's get a new beginning here. Okay, let's start over. Because if you keep going back this same path we've been on, I'm just going to keep getting more pissed off and more hurt and more worried about my son because you've told me 17 different stories now. Start over and tell me who the fuck has my boy. Okay? Tell me a name. That's the beginning. I don't care about Saturday. I don't care about Sunday. I don't care about the fucking truck on Monday.
All
I
this
don't care
bullshit you've been
who
concocting.
has Gannon. That's what I care about. Who?
Then I want immunity.
What the fuck does that have to do with who has Gannon? I can't give you immunity. You call the police. You do what you got to do to get yourself protected from whatever you're worried about. I mean, it keeps. Anyways, I'm not dealing with that. Okay, the beginning is who has Gannon.
Did you even call the guy to ask him about immunity to talk to me? Did you?
No, because I figured you'd call me back. I thought you was hanging up with me. Call me back. What is he? What can I? I'm not your lawyer. Okay.
But you're my husband.
Right, and I'm telling you right now, you want immunity. You want this fucking immunity because there's no dude. It's all a fucking lie, Tisha. Prove me otherwise. Just like I told you with the rape, I'll get on my knees and beg for forgiveness if it's true. If it really happened,
Oh,
if there is this
shit.
fucking guy out there, I'll on the media, I'll go out to the world and say I was wrong. My wife was right this whole time. But there's no fucking dude, Tisha. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Yeah, prove me wrong. Was this an accident? Did something happen? Did you accidentally hurt him? Did you give him too much medicine? What happened?
So what do you think happened then? Since you think everything I have to say is wrong, since I offered help, then what do you think happened?
Well, I'm gonna tell you first of all, like I told you already, I was not home. And that's what the problem number one. Okay? Something bad happened and I wasn't there to take care of it. All right? So for the rest of my life, no matter what happens, I'm going to blame myself for this because I wasn't there, because I was trying to progress in my career, be successful and all these things. Okay? I just wasn't there. That's number one. That's the first thing that happened. Number two, I mean, you told me a lot of things that happened in like a 12, 13, 24-hour period. You talk about blood, you talk about Gannon's foot, you talk about the burns. All this happened in a short time, and they were all accidents. Nobody's to blame. Okay? Nobody. And you just panicked. Okay? That's what I think. I think all this stuff had, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe there was a big accident. Gannon took too much medicine, or Gannon hit his head, or Gannon's nose was bleeding, or I don't know. Okay? I'm sitting here trying to make all these theories up, but all these things are running through my head. He hit his head on the ground. He hit his head on the wall. He picked his fingers too much and he was bleeding. Whatever the truth is, Gannon did something and it was an accident. And then I just feel like because I wasn't there to keep it all together, you panicked. And then I don't even have a theory on the rest of it. Okay? That's what I think. I think there's absolutely no guy there. And I understand why that would be on your mind. I understand that. Okay? I'm not discounting that. I'm not making you feel bad if that's something you're trying to get through this and you made that up. Okay? You've told nobody that but me. Okay? So if that's not okay, screw the police right. You're better than Landon. And I tell you all the time that you are. Okay? I feel like all that factors into this, that something bad happened accidentally. Nobody's fault. Accidents happen. And that's what we would have told Gannon, the candle or whatever it was. Accidents happen. We could get new carpet. We can't get new children though. Okay? I tell you that all the children. We can replace clothes and carpet and couches. Who gives a fuck about that stuff? And you know I've told you that. We smash the TV. Who cares about the TV? Okay? An accident happened here of some sort. You panicked and freaked out, and then I happened with Gannon. Is he safe? Is he hurt? Is he alive? Is he somewhere? Okay. Just, I don't want to hear no more about this dude unless you give me a name. Okay. So I don't believe it until you give me concrete information. My theory is this: that accident happened. You panicked. Now tell me the rest.
Oh my God. Let me reset this thing. Let me reset the modem.
I was there, Albert. I'll give you his name. I swear to you.
Give me his
When I
name.
tell you this part, this is why I want immunity.
Okay.
Do you, okay?
Okay.
Okay? The whole thing happened. The cops were there. Yada, yada, yada. All that was true. You keep saying I said all these stories. Is not what happened. I really was truly thought that Gannon was going out every day. I had been talking to somebody because he was asking me weird questions or whatever. And this dude trying to get your bike, he followed me. So I get the Petco.